last Thursday, Democratic Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi at a press conference was asked about members who may have given tours to the crazed Trump supporters on January 5th, who then ended up storming the Capitol on January 6th. Pelosi was asked, would these individuals, if it turns out they gave them tours, would they be prosecuted? Because let's not forget, at the time, the Capitol was closed to the public because of the, global pandemic. So these people were not allowed in there. So Pelosi responded, said, if in fact it is found that members of Congress were accomplices to this insurrection, if they aided and abetted the crimes, there may have to be actions taken beyond the Congress in terms of prosecutions for that. Capitol Police said the matter is in fact under investigation. This isn't something that's going to blow over for these Republicans if they did do this. Because again, let's be clear, right now we do not know for certain that this happened. We have eyewitness accounts from certain Democrats. I believe one of them is Mike Sherrill, who says, yes, I saw them do this. Okay, cool. We know that security at the Capitol is obviously pretty lax, but we also have to imagine somewhere, somehow, there's got to be some kind of surveillance cameras, right? I mean, it's freaking Congress. You've got to have, hell, you can buy them for your house right now and you can watch them through your cell phone. I have multiple around my house. I like to see the bears walk through my yard because, yes, I have a lot of those. But Congress doesn't even have that. I mean, come on. There has to be something. There has to be some kind of security there that caught this on camera if, in fact, it did happen. And if it didn't happen, I would think the security cameras would be able to prove that too. So I'm not, really certain why this is still, we're trying to figure things out. Really? Can we not look at security footage and just say, oh, yeah, look, there they are, or there they aren't? Or are there just no cameras in the place where we make all the laws? I would think there should be cameras everywhere. I would like to know everything that happens. In fact, they should do it like some zoos do, where you could get on your live feed and actually watch your member of Congress, just to make sure they're not doing anything, that might be considered shady. I think that's where we should move with this a little bit. But again, we do need the full-blown investigation. And I'm glad that the officers have said they're doing this investigation, but that's not enough for me. I also want congressional investigations. And there is a big difference between the two. Obviously, the police investigation would end up with the authority to prosecute these individuals in court. A congressional investigation would not do that, but a congressional investigation does give us the benefit of being live. Something we can all tune into. Something we can all watch. Something we can all witness. And that's what's needed here. These investigations don't need to take place behind closed doors. They don't need to be away from the public. They don't need to just come out 2 months from now and say, okay, we've got charges. Here they are. Thank you. We, the people, need to be a part of this every step of the way. We need to know who the traitors are, if there are, in fact, traitors. That's very important information that will affect the rest of our lives. If you think the events of the last couple weeks are not going to be something that people study in history classes for the rest of it, no, it will. Like, that is how monumentous this thing was, okay? This was a country-shifting event. And we need lots of answers. And we need to be able to watch what happens. That is one of the most important parts. Oversight and transparency. And we, the American public, need to be the ones that have those. Not some law enforcement agency, not Congress working behind closed doors. In front of the cameras, live on TV, we should be able to watch these individuals be held accountable.